In today's video, we give the house a whole clean. So either get your cleaning kit together and clean along with me, or get some biscuits or even some chocolate, get comfy, and let's get straight into it. I started off with the never-ending job that is, of course, the laundry. I'm sure we're all in exactly the same position with that one. But you know what? I actually think doing the laundry is a little guilty pleasure of mine. I actually don't dislike doing it, and it is probably one of my favourite jobs in this house that I do. Does that make me a little weirdo? Well, if it does, hey ho, that's me. And don't be fooled, the house is not always this tidy. I had specifically tidied the house before cleaning the house, because we all know it then makes life so much easier to clean. And I appreciate it's not always that simple for everybody, but I was fortunate in the time before I started filming to be able to give the house a quick whiz around. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, then hello, welcome, and thank you for clicking on today's video. And if not, welcome back and thank you for joining us yet again for a little bit more cleaning motivation. If you're a fan of cleaning and the occasional little DIY, then make sure you stick around because that is exactly what this channel is all about. And I'll tell you what, cleaning this back doorstep has been on my to-do list for I don't know how long. And I was actually really disappointed when I flung off a piece of pebble dashing. Don't get me wrong, I do not love that our house is pebble dashed, but equally, I don't want it chipped. So after giving the floor a very quick hoover, I decided to use my steam mop for this clean. And I decided to give something a little try. Now this generally isn't recommended for steam mops or steam cleaners in general, so I'm not necessarily recommending this. However, what I did try doing was adding a little bit of floor cleaner, practically a drop of the Flash bicarb of soda, because I absolutely love that stuff. And the way it made the whole room smell, just the cleanliness, the scent, the heat, the sun came out at one point, it just all worked in my favour. Do you know the feelings that I'm trying to give here? And now, whilst I'm busy reminiscing on that beautiful scent, I'm also missing what I should be telling you about in these clips. So here I was using the Method Spicy Lime Scale Remover on the kettle. So as you can see, there was an awful lot of lime scale at the bottom of my kettle, and the instructions are to spray it on, leave it for a few minutes, and then come back to it. So that's exactly what I did, because your girl ain't no rule breaker. So off I popped, did a few bits here and there in the kitchen, and then I came back to tackle the kettle. After giving it a good scrub with the Scrub Daddy and giving it a little rinse out, here is the end result. I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit disappointing. However, I do use this product further on in the video and the results are very different to what we got in the kettle. And in all honesty, I do not descale the kettle very often at all. So it's something that I need to do a lot more often so that products like that don't have such a hard job at hand. Of course, I had to give my sink a little clean. Our sink cannot be the only one that the moment you clean it, it just instantly gets filthy again. And I've said it before, and I will probably say it many times. Cleaning the sink I find really calming. I did deep clean the kitchen the other day, and so I didn't really need to do too much in here, which is why it's all been quite surface level. So once the sink was done, I could then move on to the floor. And yes, you are witnessing that correctly. I did steam mop around my dog because I don't want to disturb her, and it would appear she is the queen of this household. After popping Nova's sofa blanket into the wash, it was time to move on to the living room, and I was actually quite looking forward to getting cracking on in here. There are a few bits in here that needed doing, and they're just, you know, when they're like slightly different to your everyday or every week kind of jobs and they hit different, it's that kind of thing. So after giving the TV a good old dust down with a damp duster, if you're not new around here, I am not going to bore you with how much I love damp dusting because we all know that already. And then Sadly, our footstool did have a couple of little spot marks on, so whilst I was dusting the coffee table, I left the Astonish cleaner to do its thing. Now, I was going to say how much I liked this Astonish cleaner, however, I had to use it on a different fabric the other day and oops, I may have actually ruined that fabric. So I think from here on out, I'm going to be very, very careful with how I go about cleaning certain stains within the house. It probably was not Astonish's fault, it's probably my own. I should have read the back of the packet a little bit better. It's the rug that I recently put down in the conservatory, so it's just one of those small little nuances. This clean, I was definitely on one with trying to make the place not smell so much. I'm very conscious that we have our dog, Nova, of course, you all know her by now, and I would not change her for the world. But I am aware that with dogs come certain smells, and I do my best to make sure that we don't have that around here. Inevitably, it does happen from time to time, and that's fine. So I gave the sofa a quick steam clean. There absolutely was no additional cleaner put into that because I don't want to ruin our sofas. And then I also added the sniff and purr to the rug. I was trying my best to make sure that the sofa had time to dry before moving on to steaming the cushions. Now, I did only steam one side of the cushions because who has time to wait around for it to dry, to flip over, to go again? Not us. So I just did the one side. The other side can get steamed some other time. And one thing I wish you guys could actually see was the amount of golden dust throughout this room. And when I say golden dust, I mean Nova's hair. Like, whew, that stuff gets everywhere. It's crazy. I am planning on deep cleaning the living room very soon, and I dread to think the amount of hair. I could probably actually create another Nova with the amount of hair that we will find during that clean. And one thing I'm definitely finding since having Nova is that our Hoover cannot keep up with the amount of dog hair. But that's more of a me problem than a Nova problem or even a Tom problem, to be honest. It's just a me problem. After hoovering up and mopping up all of my little shadows, golden dust, I moved on to the hallway. Now this was the quickest whiz around of this space possibly ever known to mankind. I was not hanging around, and there are 10,000 more things that I could have done in here, but this is realistic and we don't always do every little nook and cranny that we can do whilst cleaning, let's be honest. Take a really good long look at that shower head, because during this clean in this bathroom, that is going to be transformed before your very eyes. You guessed it, it is time for the Limescale Remover Cleaner to be back out doing its thing on that shower head. I did the same as what I did in the kitchen. I put the product on, left it to it whilst I went off to clean the rest of the bathroom. And also, I need to come clean on something. I did clean the sink, which is why you've gotten a quick before and a close-up of the after, because I was also using the Method Foaming Bath and Tile Cleaner. At first, I was not sure of the smell of this stuff, but do you know what? I actually came to love it by the end of the clean. And one thing that I do really, really love about this is the foam. Now bear with me, because I appreciate that sounds a little bit weird, but when I was in the shower and cleaning, so because I actually stand in the shower, I don't like there to be too much water, because obviously I don't want my socks getting wet. And one thing that I loved with this was that because it was so foamy, I was still getting some really good suds on the glass, on the tile and whatnot. So I was still getting that really satisfying cleaning feeling, but with very, very minimal water, which, granted, not many people probably clean their showers how I do, but it was just one of those small things that actually made me really happy. And you could see there, whilst I still had that shower door closed, the way the spray worked and the way the foam would kind of splat against the glass. So after violently rubbing the shower head for what looks in these clips quite vigorously for a good few moments, the shower head came up absolutely amazing. So I do feel that if I kept using that product on the kettle, I could eventually get all of the limescale off, and I will most definitely be using that limescale remover again. It's made things much easier, and it's method. You know it's good cleaning stuff and no nasty chemicals. And here is your super close-up of my shower head. You are welcome. No, but in all seriousness, you can see how much that product has brought off of the head, which was definitely needed. To finish the shower off, I just finished it with blitzing some Dettol mold and mildew spray. I know, this is not as environmentally friendly as what some of the other products I have used are, but it is also absolutely fantastic. I don't use it daily, and if you use way too much of it, it definitely hits you in the back of the throat. So make sure you have your window open, but it is excellent at making sure that mold is either kept at a minimal or just non-existent at all. We then came onto the last room, which I was very happy about at this point. At this point during the clean, I had not eaten, and we all know by now that I either like my snacks or I like to make sure I'm eating at regular times. So I was definitely dreaming of what I was going to eat for lunch. I'm not going to lie. And it does keep me moving a lot quicker. Does anybody else do that? Where you're getting hungry, but you know you've got certain things that you want to do. So you hold off eating. I mean, not hold off eating like for very long, don't get me wrong. I am definitely a food girl. But you hold off eating just to keep you through, keep you going through that task. Well, I do anyway, and that is definitely what I was doing during this clean. If you can relate to that, drop some kind of food emoji into the comments below. Your favourite food emoji down in the comments below, and show me what kind of food you like. Sorry, I know I got very sidetracked there about food, and I am not a food channel. I was making the bed, as you can see, and one little trick that I do have for you, I'm not entirely sure if I've shared this before or not, so apologies if I have, but when you're putting your clean bedding on, if you do it inside out, it can, at times, make your life a lot easier. So if you have your bedding sheet inside out, put your hands into each of the two corners, grab the corner of your quilt, and then you kind of like flip it round the right way. As I'm describing this, I'm literally doing the action with my arm as if you can see me, which that's probably a good thing. Fortunately for you, you can't see me because I look a little bit silly. But yeah, that's just a little trick if you don't already know. It definitely makes making the bed that little bit easier. And that is the end of today's video. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I shall see you in the next one.